In our little town down here in Auburn, they had this, what I believe to be a controlled opposition flat earth conference, supposed flat earth conference down here in Auburn, Alabama, where they had all kind of speakers on the end times and stuff like that, and just a big debacle, boring as all get out. But anyway, God uses everything and works everything out for His good, I believe. And I went down there and I stood on the outside for a long time. Finally, I went into the lobby there and was feeling things out. Most of the people there, for the most part, didn't know what was going on. They just knew that they were being lied to by the powers that be. And not to say that everybody there wasn't legitimate. I'm just saying, for the most part, I believe it to be it was controlled opposition, But anyway, I ran into this Robert Force just by happenstance, divine. But I believe it was divine happenstance. This Robert Force, the first person he had cameras hanging all off his and bags of cameras and stuff. A real character. I really enjoyed meeting him. But anyway, he was telling me about his channel. I never met the man before, but he was a legit person, brother sisters. Anyway, I found out later that he had sat out on that beach and made these videos of the sun that was nestled in these clouds, sitting up there like enveloped by these clouds, sitting up there like an egg. And, it was right. It was what I call irrefutable evidence, unless he had a Hollywood special effects studio in his back pocket, because he had two of these cameras going at the same time, and people were walking by, and he was greeting them on the beach. So I believe this was very, very good evidence, brother and sister, of the colossal lie. He caught it on film, and it's up on the internet, and I put it over there on the top of my playlist, so anybody wants to find it can find it, because it was divine happenstance that I ran into this fella, who I believe to be a child of grace, a child of God. Was no perfect man, he was a fallible man just like myself, but I really liked his work. He sat out there on that beach. He'd go out there every day. He caught the sun, and just right so you could see that it wasn't these 94 million miles away. It was right up there, enveloped by the clouds. So we know, brother, sister, if it's in the clouds, it's within our atmosphere. This is irrefutable evidence that everybody was just kind of ignoring. Where are all the reward shows giving this man his due? They won't. That's what I'm saying. Because so tune in over there and look at my little video, and you'll see right at the top of the other list. And I believe I met this man. I was very standoffish about this this convention anyway, because and they put the end times and all this, Revelation stuff all in the thing, just to I think to belittle the truth. The truth is mixed in. The truth was there. The earth is for the most part a flat plane, and we're being lied to about the space and everything else. The fake moon landing and all that. That's true. But I believe that I just didn't like them the way it was handled there at that thing, and I believe that it was a controlled opposition. After that, all these conventions just flopped and went nowhere, as far as I'm concerned. The real truthers out there are not famous at all. They don't get famous at all. But anyway, this fellow Robert Force, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Very cordial man. I really liked him a lot. The little time that I saw him, he like you say, he had a bundle of cameras. He knew what he was doing, and he caught these images on film for the world to see. All you got to do is turn on my channel and look over there at the top of the playlist. There it is, the number one video, I believe, where the sun is nestled in the clouds. People walk down the beach every day and they look at the sun, but they can't. They don't have, this fella had the filters on his lenses and stuff like that, where you could actually view what was happening. And anyway, just wanted to shout out to the Robert, and he knows that I use his videos on my thing. He's given me permission, and but he's a real nice man. I'm up there, I think Myrtle Beach. Anyway, I think that's all I want to say today, right now, for the time being. Is it put in your comments what you think. I made a video the other day, I misspoke on about the I was getting into theology, and I misspoke about this mortal body must put on immortality, at the last day. I believe all God's people, this flesh body, flesh and blood, cannot inherit the kingdom of God. But I know that. But we have to put on immortality. Our immortal bodies will be united, I believe, with the spirits, with God, with our spirits, and we'll be with Jesus forever. That's what I was trying to say, but I kind of flubbed it on that video. But I didn't want to can the whole video just because I goofed up on one little part there. No, on this Warner Von Braun, I was just talking about him, thinking about the man. Like I say, all of us are sinners. The Apostle Paul, look who God chose for to pen most of the New Testament. The Apostle Paul, who was persecuted God's people. So I'm just saying, we don't need to get above our raising and think more highly of ourselves than we ought to. Now, brothers and sisters, Warner Von Braun could very well be in the world to come when we get there. Not because of anything he's done, but it looks like to me that he started seeing the error of his ways, and he wanted to make things right. Because why? Because eternity matters. You don't want the last thing you do upon this earth. You want to be remembered for truth. The truth makes a man free. So I think he knew he lived a lie his whole life, in my view, and wanted to put something up there to show that it was God that was in control of all this stuff, and he wasn't in control of it. It was God that was in control of it. After all, it's not going to make any difference at the end of the world. I tell you what, let's put it this way. If God was grading my paper, there'd be a whole lot of zeros out there if they put down. If God was grading your paper, brothers and sisters, and one of the questions on the test was this. Did man land on the moon back there in whenever it was in the early 70s? Did man go to the moon and land on the moon? And all these people put, yes, they did. Well, there would be a whole lot of zeros on those wise men's paper, because I would put, no, absolutely not. They didn't do it. So, because God is going to be the judge of everything. He's going to judge everything. So I want it right here on this little video right now. No man has landed on God's moon. That's my answer to that question on this test. On one of these tests, nobody's landed on the moon, and for the most part, the Earth is a level plane from what I can see. Don't know all the particulars, but I'm saying that we're being lied to on a colossal scale in these last days upon this plane that we live on. But anyway, just wanted to get on here and tie up a few loose ends. But I tried to make a video yesterday. I didn't know when. But I recommend this Robert Force. I can't pronounce his name, but I've met him in person, and he's a real nice gentleman, as far as I can see. And he made those videos for people out there that just tune in and use your noggin and look at it. No, he didn't have a Hollywood special effects studio in his back pocket. He took those pictures himself, and I think it's real great evidence for anybody out there that's on the borderline whether they should believe this colossal lie that's been it's right in front of us every time we turn around. No, brothers and sisters. Turn over here. It's on my playlist at the very top. I hope it is. But anyway, just want to make a little video this afternoon since it's raining. I'm not going to get out there and make any nature videos today, but I will be, God willing, in the future, getting out there. As long as God give me health and strength and I don't fall in the water like I did one time. I fell in the water and ruined the phone. But anyway, peace and love from this old boy down here in Alabama.